My heart broke, now I don't know where to go. Talk to God, I guess I am on my own, riding on the last train home. My heart broke, that's just how the story goes. Every day is different, but every day's the same. Someone call my lover up and tell her that I've changed. It's the same as it's a myth we heard about in 2nd grade. My heart broke. Now I don't know where to go. Talk to God, I guess I'm on my own, riding on the last train home. Can you tell me why the world is so fucked up? That all they did was hear someone sing and they went on attack mode and tried to steal all the energy for themselves. Is there a place in the world where someone talks and everyone else just wants to make it better instead of take it for themselves and leave anyone around them lifeless? The birds don't do that. Tell me, why can't I jump out of the bushes and kill them both? There's some moral religious obligation to be kind to the people that aren't. My heart broke. Now I don't know where to go. They only love you when they think they can take your soul. Someone call my father up and tell him I'm okay. I used to try to save him, now I can barely find a way to get myself out of bed every day. Someone call my lover up and tell her that I've changed. I didn't appreciate what the Lord gave. It's the same myth we heard about in 2nd grade. My heart broke. Now I don't know where to go. I used to fight to save the world, now I wander alone through. Life is an adventure if you don't stay out too long. Before your spirit gets murdered by the crows, and you spend your days wandering alone, wondering where everything had gone. My heart broke. Now I don't know where to go. I talk to God, I guess I am on my own, waiting on the last train home. My heart broke. Out here in the wild, wild east, hide your pain and holding stains in, or we'll ask you to leave. Out here in the wild, wild east, We will beat you if you feel good. We got kids that think they're real hood, that no one cares to teach. Out here in the wild, wild east. Where our problems hide in closets till it's your turn to get raped. We're out here in the wild, wild east. We might beat you if you feel good. You should see how the tourists treat us. Out here in the wild, wild east. Oh, this shit's nice. Is anyone home? I don't want to go in an existing campsite, you feel me? I don't want to take something someone else worked really hard for. But I can't help but notice that everything else has been abandoned. So I'm assuming this is also abandoned by the fact that this bike is old as hell. And someone already took the seat off of it. So I don't want you to shoot me if you're in there. But I'm gonna check. Don't kill me, I'm not gonna steal anything. Unless it looks like it's been abandoned. And to me, it looks like this tent's probably been here a while. And because it's made of plastic, it's still here. But I could be mistaken, please don't shoot me. I'm not going to rob you or hurt you. Oh no, this looks like a... This looks like what the other guy did to me the other day. Look at this. Premium tent. The diapers. A family lived here. And I have no way to tell how long they've been gone. There's no markings, there's no, let's see the expert, maybe the receipt paper right here. We're gonna, October 5th, 2024. So this person is still living here. Let's double check. Yep, they have EBT, so they went to Big Lots on October 5th. I've probably seen them before. And they have a child. So they're probably just out getting food right now or taking care of their baby or something. So I will not, in fact, take this unless someone steals from me, and then I know where to go to take my shit back. But it looks like, look, there's a child's fucking blanket. There's a woman out here with a baby. And the crows are going crazy. A MILF? No. Stop it. Stop it, voice. Stop it, voice. Out here in the wild. I mean, this is an upgrade. But I'm okay on that. That's kind of sick, bro. I'm okay. So she probably took this way. At least we know where she is. She can't hide if she takes the other way back. You want to see my face? Do you want to see the POV or my face? Not very handsome because I've been close to suicide every goddamn day. You wouldn't believe it. But you know what? I made art, man. I've been writing songs, man. How'd you guys... Please let me know how you like the poems that I shared with you. Because I didn't have to. I absolutely did not have to. I could have let it die. I put it on my Facebook, too. And I mean what I said, bitch. So we know now that my tent is not safe here. See, we got people that do whippets. You know who does whippets? Pieces of fucking garbage do fucking whippets. You know who would do whippets? Crows, if they were in human form. Crows would do fucking whippets. So there's a lake. I might as well just move and go to the next town over. It's only 2 miles away. 2 miles away, though, the further away from town you get, the more active the homeless. Which means that it's harder if someone wants to rob your shit. It's going to be a lot harder for them to get caught. I'm assuming, I haven't been out there, but I'm assuming the further out into the sticks I go, the more competent the homeless people, the more likely I am to get a crossbow bolt through the face at 2 a.m. I'm assuming that's what's out there in the Wild East. I don't want to be on the flood path. I'm not going to take my bike, even though it's a pretty far distance away. Maybe I'll walk back and find out where I put my bike. And I'll get there quicker. Let's just show you guys what it looks like out here. I've never been out here before. Out here in the wild East. So this is headed up to Hyde Park, the home base of the Mulligan family. And we know the Mulligan family birthed Owen Mulligan. And Owen Mulligan is a pedophile with a gun and no remorse. They made a lot of money selling a shitty book on the internet that bibliophiles are like, oh, a new book. So they spend a lot of money on release. And he made a shit ton of money. We know that's a motif. The birds are calling me to the left. But I'm really trying to see what's out here. But we know how it feels because of the homeless guy that tried to rape my shit. I know it's probably not a good idea, but look how cool that is. Sorry, I'm not checking the camera as much as I should. Makes it wonky. Birds are calling me to the left and not right, but look. This is where all the people that would be in the hurricane would go. We just string you along here. That's fucking cool. It looks like somebody's house. I'm not gonna go in it, but it looks like it's on government property, right? It's on this trail. There's someone set up here the same way I was gonna set up. And look how much they built. That's a whole ass house. It's better than your room, right? What do we want to talk about, guys? A heart to heart? Well, I'll just tell you my tarot readings. My tarot readings have come in. I got a new batch. I usually wait for the batch to come in, and then I get the new batch. And in the new batch of tarot readings, and I remember I go for the ones that do the top of my For You page. So for 2 weeks, all I have is music on my For You page. Occasionally I'll have like a Smosh video or a compilation of like funny clips. And then I'll get a wave of YouTube videos of tarot readings, and the tarot readings span back 6 months. And those tarot readings, usually, there's something that addresses me directly. I only start to take in what they say if it hits close to home, and I pay attention to the responses of the outside. I don't know if tarot is demonic. I know there's like a system of energy behind it for how it works. There are certain motifs and themes and narratives that are present in the collective consciousness in this constant cycling of learning and evolving that are present. You know, like every guy, the guys want to be like the Lone Ranger or the Emperor or, you know, the provider. So many men wish death upon me. That's true. Many of them want to be in those types of roles. So I notice that like I'll feel energies attacking me, and I'm always feeling energies attacking me constantly every single day. I can see their face in the ether. I know the subscriber's face. I know what they look like. I anticipate the comments before they even comment because it's predestined. Because most of you live lives that are so meaningless and uneventful that it's a big deal for you to comment on my page. You understand? It's like a big part of your day. Look at this is a real tiny house. This is an old shack. And they have the stone. This is like something you'd see in Blair Witch. That looks like it would be a normal size house far away, but it's very close. Nature is hitting my face, which is restructuring all the energies that have been keeping me stuck, and the crows don't like that. What does this say? This is a tiny shack that's public water supply. So that tube that comes down from there goes somewhere, probably down to the lake. This lake is a lot bigger than I imagined. The crows are cawing, which makes me feel like I should get back to my tent, and I should come back on a bike, and I should move somewhere like up there, because we want to get away from the homeless people, and homeless people need to be. Here's pro tips on being homeless that you should download into your collective consciousness. That's a cool. I'll show you this. When you get to a new town, you should do a ride around. Because it'll get you a feel. One, it will get the locals used to seeing you, which the more present you are, the less of a surprise that it is to small communities, the less likely of a chance that... So everyone, the local public is trapped in the matrix, and they cycle emotions and they're harvested. So for the majority of the townspeople, the commoners, the muggles, the village folk, when we ride through, me and whoever you are, we're interrupting a system. And that system's in place to keep people stuck and constantly farming manifestation energy to be harvested by things I won't name on the live or on the video right now. But for whatever reason, they're in processes. And when you jump in there, that's a new node, a different energy. So what do you think is going to happen? What would you do if you what do you think would happen if you stuck your finger in a beehive? So the more you do it, the soft approaches help. From somebody that gets gang stalked where they're like, there's a new kid in town. I heard he's a Native American nomad. He's got long hair. I heard this, and they just make up shit. I heard this, and then they didn't hear anything. They just want to spread it and see what happens. They're bored out here. So then all of a sudden, I have an angry mob. Because I didn't go to the local grocery store and say, like, what's up, man? Do you know, I'm just riding through, backpacking. It's nice. Look at the leaves. This was back in the spring, though, when no tourists are around, so they are angrier. Now there's a higher chance that they might think that I'm providing money for them. But I definitely don't dress the part, which is why I'm going to... So the main priorities for the donations right now is there's a nice camera. I'm finding good deals on Marketplace all the time. Nice camera. Guitar. Winter coat. I have a huge backpack right now, but I want an even better backpack. I need a guitar bag. I want a regular, like a large size guitar bag that I can put over the backpack, then put the rifle in, then put a parlor guitar, a smaller guitar in there. I found a really cool one that's rare, a rare find that's pretty inexpensive. It's $370 for a guitar that will be worth a lot of money. You feel me? And it's a unique sound, so I like that. What was I saying about the town? You're interrupting. I can't. Just they're being farmed by their consciousness. So when you come in, there's going to be a big thing. So when you have to go through then you have to ride around, figure out where the drugs are coming from. So you'll have a group of homeless usually. Pay attention to where they hang out, because they will not be very far because they're so depressed and the demons are on them. Like, look up the Ravenholm Half-Life. Look up Ravenholm, Ravenholm, Half-Life, and watch the video of what Ravenholm looks like. The gameplay from Half-Life 2. See, the crows don't want me to talk about it. That's a secret. One that is very important for you to get into your thick skull. The imagery that pops into Ravenholm Half-Life. Half-Life 2, Ravenholm, and then... They really don't want me to say that. You saw my head twitch when they attacked me? Look up how Dr. Eli Vance dies in Half-Life 2. And then compare that to what you just saw with my head twitching. And then go look around public areas. You gonna kill me? No, because how many of you are really gonna do that? Most of you are so pretentious. You think you know everything. But there's no way you could debate. Most people are just like trying to tell me things I already know. But I get it, because you're all in different stories, and isolation has caused you to... I really do have an army of creators I've grown inside, and then when I check out, one of them checks back in through me. When I get bored and I check out, because I'm like, I don't want to talk about this, someone else jumps in, and it's another content creator that has things he wants to express, because time isn't real. On my own, no, yeah, I just want to make music, I want to make content, I want to make movies. And where we're at now, the most epic thing you can do is, I think this is abandoned houses. Look at where we're at, and then I have to go back. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. So that's an abandoned house right there, but it looks like it's not, but it is. It's either very unkempt, like they're really not taking care of it. Their driveway is cut, like you can see the lawn is cut, so their house just might be falling apart. And they have hitchhiker. It's a hitchhiker fifth wheel. These are the fifth wheels that I like, because I like to sit on that top bedroom. I wanted to sit on that top bedroom in the Year of the Cat, but now in the Year of the Dragon, I kind of want to sit in the back there. It depends on the temperature, I think. In the summertime, I want to sit at the bottom. In the wintertime, I want to sit at the top. But look, there's a swampland. The birds are calling. Look at the beautiful trees. Sorry. I'm really bad with the camera. I need to... Once I have a real, legitimate camera, which could come any minute if I had enough money, not gonna lie. They're really trying to get me to work at the dollar store, but the dollar store is full of horrible mentally ill people, and I absorb too much energy. I don't want to sit there all day. I cannot work in a grocery store. I could probably do FedEx. So I'm thinking about FedEx. Someone offered me a ride to FedEx today, and I didn't take it because I'm terrified of Burlington right now. Every year it doubles. Actually, 2022 Burlington, if any of you made it this far, in 2022, Burlington had 80 homeless people. In 2023, when I showed up, they had 800 homeless people. Now in 2024, just 1 year later, 52 weeks later, another 800 have showed up, and now they have close to 2,000 homeless people in a town that only has 40,000 people. So 1% of the town, way more than 1%. Hold up. 2,000 people out of 40,000, 1,000 is 0.25% maybe, because 1% of 40,000 is 400. So 400 times 5. 5% of Burlington's population. I hope that's right, man. 5%. See, the crow. Even the crow went off. They don't like me using my brain. Look at this. They're following me around, making sure I can't process things, because then I could tell you things. See? It's not dominance games. They're not quirky. They need to be killed. They're not your friends. Some might be, but these are not friends. See? I try to process and bring energy over to start working. And the crow says no, even though all the other animals are very overjoyed when I start processing. When I start working with the trees and singing, the animals all come out, the butterflies surround me, the chipmunks come out, the squirrels are looking at me curious, the deer come out and they like stare at me long, and the crows are the only ones that really want to stop me the entire way. They fuck with me the whole time. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Burlington's got so many homeless people now. And they're just gonna keep on coming. So right now what I'm doing is, while we have this, and this is still this, I'm enjoying it. The crows are circling me. There's some type of large animal down there, like probably a deer. It was loud. Maybe it was a fox that fell or something. Crow's still screaming. I have to turn around to make sure that they don't fuck with me. Okay. I've lost faith in my fans. I don't trust, like, too many people just look on and say and do nothing. Maybe they're worried about being targeted. It just makes me hesitant because I know the more people I build, it's just going to be more of the same. Like, you just have to I have to let the world watch. I tried to build a community, and I realized that for the most part, most people will only want to see me as a stepping stool. And if I'm trying to build a house made of bricks, and I keep giving all my bricks away, everyone else will have brick houses, and they'll shut me out, and I'll be left with no bricks and no house. So it's lonely to go back the way that I was before, but I can't trust anyone. I think the poem I just wrote is probably my best work so far, except the beats that I made in 2020 when I sat in a locked room for a year, playing around with energies and frequencies to try to save my own life. Save my own life. I sound like Sarah Christ from Smosh. It's just because the crows are yanking at me. For real though. It is because the crows are following me, yanking my spirit out. Even if it doesn't make sense to you right away, maybe try to like get more present and open up your lower chakras, and then you can recognize when someone's coming from the heart space. You can recognize when they're not, and you can see that when the crows show up, they start tearing at it, and the birds are trying to heal it. They're trying to let Casey come back. And I was talking about the tarot readings. How much time do I have? 1 minute. Basically, the tarot readings told me that, like, stop giving your stuff away to ungrateful people that watch you suffer for entertainment. And that there's a girl that loves me somewhere out there, and then they said that there's a message from your father, and it sounded just like my dad. They said, when's the last time you went out and had fun? You need to go have fun for once in a long time. So I'm going to take that advice. See, they're all around me. Look at how nice this looks. You ever heard that noise before? When I activated my Leo energy. They don't like the sun. They hate the sun. They're demons. You fucking bitch. Don't you know I'm literally the Avatar? Don't you know I've mastered all 13 elements? Plus Casey's own element that I created. Don't you know I've mastered all 14 elements? I turned my element on and they got mad. Don't you know I turned on all my elements? Don't you know I have a unique sauce that I come from my own pocket dimension? And I'm a gladiator through the sands of time. And I've been alive for thousands of years, lying dormant in a broken child. Don't you know they should have listened when they had the chance? Birds. Yeah, I can feel it. So I posted that on my Facebook. So I've re-stirred how many beehives have I stirred with my epic poetry that they couldn't do? And they had all the time in the world, and now they're going to have to emulate and outdo me because I raised the bar for an entire state.